we take an inside look at the preparation for this year's wrestling season.
We look at some clips from recent basketball games.
And we compare Middleborough's new high school to the previous school.
All that and more on this episode of MET News. Hi, and welcome to MET News. I'm Zoe Perriman.
And I am Colin Roque.
Coming up on this episode is my MET, but first, here's Ryan Delancey with MET Sports.
Thanks, Zoe. Let's get right into MET Sports. Aiden Gallant checks in with some of the key sachems on the varsity basketball team on how the season is going so far.
The varsity boys basketball team started off slow, losing their first 3 games, but now are on fire, winning the last 7 out of 8 games. We decided to interview some players and see what they thought how the season's going today.
We started off pretty slow. We had 3 straight losses, and then we came and won 6 straight. This is my first year playing, or I took a year off junior year, and then I'm coming back, and I'm pretty proud of how it's going so far.
We started off slow, but we've gotten a groove and we've been able to win games. We just got to keep it going, keep playing defense.
We're really playing as a team right now. In the beginning, we kind of struggled. We had a lot of some selfish plays, but now we're starting to put things together and play as a team.
I think it's going pretty good from a team perspective. I feel like we could do better, but I like where we're at right now. We have a good shot to win the league. As long as we win out, we have a good shot to make it to the tourney too. As an individual, I start off pretty good, and then it's been pretty much the same since. So I like where I'm at.
The Norwell game was pretty crazy because they were undefeated, we were undefeated. We had no wins, they had 3 wins, and then we gave them their first loss. They haven't lost since, and then excited to play them again, and then I'm also excited to play Randolph.
My favorite matchup was probably against Randolph, just because of how high intensity of a game it is, and it's very chaotic and fun. So, I'm looking forward to the game we're playing tomorrow, Friday, against Randolph. So, pack the house.
I definitely like playing Randolph, especially in Randolph. Their atmosphere is different. I'm hoping we can beat them at home, and then I'm also looking forward to Norwell. They're always tough.
Some strengths. We have a bunch of good players. We play at a very high intensity. We play good defense, holding teams under 50. We've been doing that pretty much all year, so that's been pretty good. We've been having trouble against zone defense early on, but I feel like it's gotten better as the seasons went on.
Well, we're really playing as a team right now. In the beginning, we kind of struggled. We had a lot of some selfish plays, but now we're starting to put things together and play as a team.
Strengths right now, I think, is our defense. We've been shutting teams down, shutting the team's best player down. A weakness, I'd say, is maybe rebounding at times. We let up too many offensive rebounds.
I really, as a captain, is just making sure like everybody's doing what they're doing, making sure what they're supposed to be doing, and helping out. Like if somebody doesn't know what they're supposed to be doing, let them know, and also just support the guys.
As a captain, I just try to be a leader and create a spark for the team, especially when we were losing. Just get everyone in a winning mindset, and then I feel like everyone stepped up defensively. At first, most people were just focused on offense, but now we're playing as a team and getting wins.
Go Sachems.
Let's roll Tide.
The basketball team has been on fire recently, pushing up the rankings in the South Shore League, and have a big game January 20th against Randolph. This has been Aiden Gallant with MET News.
JV boys basketball played Carver on January 3rd. They destroyed the competition with a final score of 71-36. Let's look at some highlights. The boys played a fantastic game on the 6th, coming up on top versus East Bridgewater with a score of 51-49. Here's the highlights. On January 10th, the boys played an incredible game against Rockland, crushing them with a score of 68-38. Here's some clips from the game.
Over to Darian over to Youngquist. In the corner, Marzelli, bang! Doing his thing. Over to Briggs with the open 3. Oh, that's off, but he gets his own rebound, hustling, and then up top on 23. Leander to Botello. Botello out to Youngquist. Youngquist with the 3. Hand. Not sure what's going on in front of us right here. We need to focus on the game. Charlie Botello for the 3. Drives in. Over to Mather. Open with the 3. Iwanski driving in. Fell right on his elbow, it looked like. I'm not really sure. He looks like he's a trooper. Getting right back up, and he keeps going. No foul called there, though. Briggsy driving in. And one right. It doesn't go for him, but he gets his own rebound. And he gets up. Misses again. Youngquist with it. There's a pass. Blocked by Middleborough. Some great defense there by Brady Roach and the whole Middleborough team. Briggsy coming down the other way to Roachman inside. Roachman misses the layup. Over 20 numbers, but they could not get it done. How would you like to see from the big man? Nice. Out to Botello. One more. To Briggsy. Briggsy. Whoa! Over to Youngquist. Youngquist. Coach and Mather. 2 seniors. 2 sophomores and a junior out there on the floor. Marzelli with a quick stop. Looking for it, but he still has it. 15 on him. Over to Briggsy now. Roach with the screen. Briggsy with the shot. Time. Nobody calls his name on late night. Here we got JV Bros. Here we got him. Great rebound. Over to Iwanski. Iwanski goes up. Over to Briggsy. Drives over to the right. Finds Marzelli at the top. Marzelli with the flow. Trying to set up a play for Youngquist on the little body in the paint. They double him. No foul. Briggsy now taking it up the court. Crosses over to the left. And one. Here we go, number 10. Briggsy over to Iwanski. He drives in. Not a very good take at all. Like, that was horrendous take. But regardless, Briggsy on the other end. Over to 24 in the paint. Over to Jackson in the corner. Jackson spinning in circle. Man down. What a game, folks. Thank you. It's been me and Ryan Delancey.
On January 6th, the JV boys basketball team played against East Bridgewater, beating them with a score of 66-26. Talk about a blowout. Here's the highlights of the game. Varsity girls basketball played against their South Shore League rival, Cohasset, on January 17th. The Sachems came up short, losing 32-50. Here's more from the game. Middleborough hockey team faced Abington on Saturday, the 14th. The team fought hard but ended up with a tough loss with a score of 1-5. Here are some clips from the game. The Middleborough wrestling team has started their winter training and had began to prepare for the season ahead. Here is Andrew Lincoln and Sean Toomey with how the wrestling team is getting ready for this season.
The Middleborough wrestling team starts this winter and are preparing for the grueling season ahead of them. Let's hear more from the players.
Really, the only goal that matters is just to win.
With that goal in mind, let's see how the start of the season is going.
Honestly, it's been going pretty smooth. We got back into things pretty quickly, and now practices are running a lot easier than they were the first week, and everything's just cruising through the end.
It started off pretty strong. We have some promise with some new kids coming up. We had some success so far. So,
with the season starting off strong, they're still adjusting to some things.
Definitely one thing we've improved on is how we've been able to fill the weight classes. Like last season, we were missing so many that we couldn't put up a competitive place in duels, but it's definitely opened up a lot better because we have most of them filled now, some alternates and allers.
Definitely conditioning. After not wrestling for a while, the conditioning aspect is pretty tough to get back into, but once you're into it, you're good.
The Middleborough wrestling team seems to have a plan for this season. Let's see how it plays out. This has been Andrew Lincoln with MET.
Middleborough Wrestling's longtime captain, Colin Holmes, is in the midst of his final season. We got to talk to him about the goals for the end.
And today we're going to be talking to Colin Holmes about what it takes to be so successful in his sport. What is the key to success in wrestling?
The key to success is hard work and determination. Mainly hard work, because if you're just showing up and trying to get by, you're not going to succeed, but you have to put in work every day and outwork everybody to be able to succeed.
One of Cullen's biggest successes that you can see here in all of these videos is how consistent he is. Everything he has, he does it. He's thought it out. He knows when to do it, how to do it, and how fast to do it. It's all extremely consistent. It's all muscle memory to him, and that's one of the biggest things that allows him to be successful here. Honestly, from somebody that's also in the sport, one of the biggest things I notice with Cullen is how simplistic he wrestles. He always sticks to something that always works. He won't do any of those crazy, flashy throws. A lot of it's simple hip motion, defending his legs, and working off attacks, which is definitely a strong suit to have in a sport where people are so worried about being flashy and just succeeding, while he's just worried about getting it done in the moment.
Congratulations to the Sachem wrestling team for defeating Carver on January 18th. Here's some highlights from the night. Shout out to Cassie Machado, who signed her commitment to play softball at Nichols College in the fall. Congratulations. That's all we have for sports. Up next was Zoe and Colin with My MET.
On January 11th, Fire Science performed their annual water rescue. Let's take a look at some clips from the exciting event.
Congratulations to Middleborough students Ali Crowley, Mari Dollar, and Ryan Fahey for placing second in a Congressional App Challenge. The students created an app, the Race to End Waste, to help determine what materials are recyclable. Amazing work.
Save the day. The annual Winter Ball has returned. The dance will be held on February 4th in the gym from 6:30 to 9:30. Make sure to buy tickets in the main office by January 30th.
Internship offers high school students valuable hand-on experiences in careers that may interest them. Under direction of Ms. Miller, MHS has been offering internship opportunities for the past 25 years, including in TV Pro. Here's Jacob Tebow with more on internship.
Good morning, MHS. Today, we will be interviewing interns that go to MHS. Basically, how this works is if you're an intern, then you're a helper for the teacher. So if the teacher needs help, if the teacher needs a copy done, if the teacher needs anything pretty much, you can go out and you can help them. This is ran by Miss Miller, and she's in charge of everything. And so basically, to sum it all up, you have to get a purple sheet, then you get the purple sheet signed by you, then you also have to get it signed by your supervisor, so whoever you're interning for. Then you have to go and bring that sheet to Miss Miller, and Miss Miller will sign that sheet. Me and my wonderful partner, Ryan Mason, have a lot of experience with internships. I myself am an intern, he's an intern. It's just a wonderful thing. I'm an intern for the elementary school, for a 3rd grade classroom. Isn't that crazy? A high schooler, interning for a 3rd grade classroom. And my partner over here, an intern for the beautiful pizza joint. Pacini's. Thank you.
No, it's been great. Just doing whatever she's been asking me to do. Just been there if she needed anything.
Okay, I feel you. Can you give me a brief summary of what you do in your internship?
So in my internship, it's her prep block. So if she needs me to get copies or anything, I'm up there. I go to the library or bring the papers to the office, and they do it for me. And then I'm also working on the glass case that sits in the English collaboration space.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, so I'm also collaborating with my lab, Mr. Cupid. He's been helping me out with
Yep.
it. All right, next we got Harry Fuller.
That's nice. Okay, so Harry, what about you? Who are you interning for?
Internship for Scott, the head custodian.
Oh, okay. How has that been going?
It goes good. It's really nice.
That's great. And what would you change about your internship if you had to change anything?
Nothing. It's pretty fire.
Nothing?
Nothing.
It's a great internship.
Great internship.
Thank you so much for your time, boys.
Yep.
What I have in my hand is the paper that all internships have to fill out. This is called the Middleborough High School Internship Weekly Timesheet. This is what it looks like. Basically, how it works is there's Monday through Friday. You have to fill out the time you arrived to your internship and the time you left your internship. And it's pretty much as simple as that. Also, at the bottom here, there's a list of the tasks you performed that week. So you pretty much just list what you did that. My TV Pro teacher, Mr. Pelletier, was actually an intern for TV Pro when he was in high school. How crazy is that? All the way back then, 2000, he was an intern in this same high school right here. Now, he teaches it as a living. Isn't that fantastic?
We have 5 interns in television production this fall semester.
What are the main jobs and priorities for your interns?
I would say the main jobs for the interns is number 1, handle all the camera sign-outs and sign-ins. It's a huge responsibility. There's tons of shoots that go on during the day. Also, interns help with special projects. They edit games that may have happened the previous night. They also assist with other classes and students and help any way they can, and with AV setups around the district. So interns are doing a ton here at MET. Some people may not know this, but I actually interned for TV Pro in the year 2000, and a lot's changed and a lot stayed the same. One thing is now everything's digital. Back in 2000, when I was interning, I was labeling wires and inventorying, and we're using VHS tapes. And at that time, the Nichols Middle School was just being built, and the TV studio they built over there was really cool for what it was, and we were getting our feet wet. And I do remember the first computer editing system was installed at that new studio in the year 2000, and I knew more than the teacher in terms of how to use the computer. But as an intern in TV Pro, it really sparked an interest, and here I am now as the teacher for going on 18 years. So it's a really awesome experience.
Do you miss the old MHS? Maybe you never even went inside if you're an underclassman. Matt Brow takes us through the differences between the old high school and our new beloved Middleborough High. Here's Matt with the story.
Standing here in the new MHS building, interviewing people who have been in school and getting their opinions and point of view based on their pros and cons of the old school and the new school.
The old school is better than the new school because of the fact the old school has sentimental value that the new school cannot have because of the fact I'm leaving the school soon. So,
the whole round vibe of the old school is unbeaten. Everybody. Just like the energy that was in that old building is definitely better than the one that's in this one. Yeah, the outdoor theater. I think it'll stay pretty nice. I think the administration will make sure that it stays in good health.
Whenever they showed the pictures of everybody in the dance, and I had to wear my Kango hat.
I think the old school was better for a bunch of reasons. I like the history of the old school. I went to school there. My kids went to school there. There was a lot of things about that school I liked, but I do like the new school, definitely. Some of the accommodations and things here, it's the only one we're going to get.
This is Matt Brow. Thank you for watching MET News.
How do you start your day every morning? Katie Roy and Sarah White walk us through a day of the life of an average MHS student.
Here at MHS, school starts at 7:20. I start to get ready around 6:10 and leave my house at 6:35 to get breakfast. After I pick up my breakfast, I head off to pick up another MHS senior so we can carpool to the school. We usually arrive around 7:05 and head into the school by 7:15 to ensure we get to class on time. In first period, I have TV Pro, the class in which this video is coming from. Today in class, we shot MET Minute, a new show here at MHS. In my second period, I have statistics, which is one of the last senior math classes you have to take here at MHS. In my fourth and final period, I have forensic science, where me and my friend are working on a project about the flu. After my fourth period, I head out of the school to go home, go to work, and do it all over.
Thanks for tuning in for the last episode of MET News for this semester. I'm Zoe Perriman.
And I'm Colin Roque.
Have a great night.